Rolling Stone, Backstage and Synergy with the Makeovers, who in our humble opinion are the absolute unqualified highlights of the LMG stage, and it's great that LMG is here bringing somewhat unknown bands for everyone to hear, and we're very excited to have managed to corner them backstage to hear what their story is. So diving into the first question, the kind of music that you play probably doesn't appeal to everybody easily, and there are only two of you. There's drums, guitar and two sets of vocals, and we found it very, very exciting. But tell us where the music started and why you don't have more people in the band.
It's a long story. Do you want to talk?
No, you go.
We've been playing music together for 10 years in various bands, lots of various bands. And we were in Sticky Antlers a couple of years before this, which had Damon and Yaku in it, which were really good friends of ours. We loved playing that band. And then Damon got a scholarship and he went over to the UK to go study at Cambridge and so on. And we stayed behind and we realized it's easier cutting people out of the band. And we didn't want to go on with Sticky Antlers without Damon because it didn't make sense. He couldn't play guitar and we wanted someone that couldn't play guitar. And everyone else can play the guitar. So we can find someone to fill in on that regard, you know. And then we realized if we keep it just the two of us, it's one bedroom, it's cheap, it's economical, it's one car, we can fit all the equipment in, we drive this beat up Toyota Corolla everywhere, which really works for us, keeps it simple, and 10 years we can still work together, we don't have fights in the band room and stuff, we keep that outside the band room, so it's pretty much how we ended up like this.
The music has an element of noise or alternative or whatever label we're going to give it. That means that some people won't incline to listening to it, but other people are going to dive in and love it straight away. So when you come to a festival like Synergy, which has got quite a mixed audience, how do you approach that gig?
Like every gig, just play. People like it, they stay. If they don't, they can go. Just what more can you do? But with Sticky Antlers, we had a lot of hate when we started. We were really a wall of noise. That's what we did in the beginning, and people hated it. We started with 10 people, and we'd end with like 2, and they would be our friends. You know,
People seem to be warming up to it.
Now people are warming up to it after really pushing it for them. You know?
I think people enjoy the rawness to it.
I think it's the same with you guys. Maybe they've seen a lot of bands and just coming out there. You know, we don't. Everyone says we look like a choir band beforehand. We're very quiet. We don't drink a lot. We're not really punk rock people. We don't destroy a hotel room or anything like that. We try and be polite, just please and thank you. Stay humble. I think people like that.
But there's lots of noise in there, but we're actually kind of trying to do pop music, just really noisy and distorted, you know, like old 50s, like the Kings or something, but the way they would sound now. You know, with bigger amps and
more volume.
I mean, the other thing about it is, although it's just the two of you, you've got a massive catalogue actually.
Thank you.
Bunch of CDs, some vinyl out there. What made you decide we're going to put the money in and create vinyl?
We're doing it for 10 years for all our other bands.
First of all, our albums we make at home on an old 16-track reel-to-reel machine. It's all analog, so we pay nothing to make albums, first of all. So...
Then we're from Pretoria. There's no mountain, there's no beautiful botanical garden. You lock
so
yourself
we lock
up
ourselves up.
And there's not like distractions.
We pretty much did 5 albums just in a row.
Yeah. And it's
So
fun, but you know, we like writing songs.
Does that mean this is protest music?
Oh, I don't know, what are we kicking against?
No, we're not protesting.
Is it joyful music?
Yes.
Is it celebration music?
Oh, it's supposed to get your blood flowing.
Is it Pretoria white suburban gospel? Is that what we're doing here?
No, definitely not white suburban gospel. We're actually getting a good response from all fans, from all colours and stuff. So I think people like seeing you go up. Ooh, can you put that off? That's unprofessional.
No, answer it. We want to see who it is.
It depends who it is.
Who is it? Richard, I'll get you know, guys. Now I'm just like in the middle of an interview. No worries. All right. Okay, cool. I'll give you a call. Cheers.
I think people think our music's angry most of the time, but I don't think it's an angry thing.
Oh, it's release for us as well to get up there. So it feels good. It's like a purging.
Everyone who's dancing to it is happy. They're not happy. I mean, they're loving it.
That's good. That's good
And I think you're getting new crowds in,
I'm very happy.
new audiences in.
It would suck if people still didn't like us
After 2 years, yeah.
It would be really funny, but we'd probably still do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I assume you get hit with White Stripes comparisons all the time?
Only before we play. After we play, no.
What happens after we play? What are the
Don't say.
comparisons then?
The comparisons after we play.
The coolest one
The
we had
Pixies
was
on Crystal,
me.
played by the White Stripes. Performed.
That was a good one, yeah. But others of them, we've had some weird, I don't know. People tend to grab the band they think, you know, like maybe they listen to very little music and then they'd say we sound like garbage, which I find an insult, you know, but you smile and say thank you because that's their favorite band. And then
Sonic Youth.
Sonic
That's
Youth.
one that comes up a
We get a
lot.
lot, but I think they grab to that because they might only have listened to Sonic Youth so long, so they don't know what else to compare us to. But we don't mind as long as they enjoy it. If they think it sounds like garbage, then
For us, it's just important not to try and sound like anyone.
yeah, we don't want to sound like anyone.
And have you been received in Cape Town differently to how you were received in Pretoria?
What do you think?
Well, when we came down last year, right off the bat, people seemed to get it. Whereas in Pretoria and Joburg, we had to go at it for like a year before people really started to get it. Maybe we were just really shit back then.
Maybe. I don't know, people in Cape Town have quite a big music knowledge as well,
Yeah,
but it's
a bit
pretty
better
rare.
than Pretoria.
Yeah. You hear the Kills and stuff play up here more than that. Yeah, I like the Kills as well.
Last two questions. First one is, what's next for the band?
Another album, a double album that we're gonna do live at our favorite like hangout,
Which
Our
is where?
room.
Shiva's Rock in Pretoria. It's like this kind of shitty place, but it's our place. So we want to do it live there, you know, like have the like all the equipment set up and have people come in and actually record it just like that.
Why do you want to do it that way? Why not a studio?
Just because our last album we made, we decided to produce, and it was like we spend a bit more time mixing and stuff, and now we just actually want to do something really raw again. Actually write the music so that it can be recorded live, you know, you don't need to do a lot of production on it.
And like really live, like you're there cheering, you're on the album cheering, type of live.
Cool. The final question is a double barrel one. If you suddenly got given 15k for the band, do whatever you want. Bang, what would it be?
What is the conditions of that?
No conditions.
15K?
You got 15k, do whatever you want.
Print vinyl, more. 15k would be able to do us 2 7-inches or a full run of
Or get like a better car maybe.
better car. I would do vinyl before I get to
Although
the
yeah, you
car.
can't really get a car.
No, not at all.
Not better than what
Not
we have.
better than what we have. No, we would do vinyl and bring up more 7 inches.
And the second part of that question is the dream collaboration.
Lightning Ball.
You guys know Lightning Bolt? Yeah, that would be awesome.